Welcome all. So this video is about the Bagalamukhi jayanti, which is coming on the 28th of April 2023. And many of you have been asking me that you want to know about few tips that you can actually do in your houses in the form of puja or worship for goddess Bagalamukhi. So I'll be talking about few tips that you can actually utilize for that particular day in a most simplest way. Okay, so let's get started. See, first of all, people, they ask that, which goddess is supposed to be the goddess for destruction of enemies or legal matters which we want should be working in our favor. So first of all, there's a disclaimer before I say anything beyond. See, if you're correct, when I say you're correct, means that if you are not doing anything wrong and your enemies are troubling you, then that is the time when this puja or this worship will actually benefit you the most. Otherwise, it can backfire to you also if you're doing anything wrong. So you have to be very sure that your karmic account or your karmas are absolutely correct. Only then you should be worshipping the form of Bagalamukhi ji. Okay, the goddess Bagalamukhi. Otherwise, she can actually get angry and she can add this energy, this super aggressive energy. The energy of justice can actually get angry over you also. So beware of this. Okay. And if you think, and if you're sure that yes, you're on the correct path and people are troubling you in the form of enemies, then of course, don't have a second thought about it. Go ahead and do these tips that I'm talking about, okay? And these are very simple tips. What are those tips? So for example, your enemy is troubling you a lot and unnecessarily, maybe defaming you or maybe just making sure that mentally you should be disturbed or creating some legal hassles or creating any sort of disturbances in your overall life, okay, then you can actually pray to the goddess. And what you should be doing, see, she's supposed to be yellow in color, okay. I'm talking about the simplest form that I can explain you. Otherwise, of course, it's a very detailed form of Shri Bagalamukhi ji, and it's supposed to be a very tough puja, and it's this kind of a worship when you do sadhanas, and people who specialize in this, they're supposed to be very careful because she's a very aggressive goddess as well. Okay, no mistake can happen or no sort of dishonesty can happen in this kind of form of energy. Okay, so I'm telling you the simplest form. So the yellow, you should be wearing yellow clothes that day. You should be sitting on a yellow asan. When I say asan, the place where you sit and you do your japas. So it has to be a cotton asan or a silk asan where you sit and you pray and you do your japas. Okay, that should be yellow in color. That will be the best thing to do. You should also be making a diya of yellow color. Now, how you will do that? You can take the rice flour and you can make the diyas out of the rice flour, mixing the turmeric into it. Like half teaspoon of turmeric so that it becomes yellow. And rice flour is as it is supposed to be very lucky, very beneficial and used for many things in our pujas and worships. Okay, so you can make a diya out of it and in the shape of a diya, and put the clarified butter, the ghee, the cow's ghee, and light it on the name of Shri Bagalamukhi ji. Also a mustard oil diya you can have. So this is something you should be doing. And it will be a haldi diya. That means the turmeric diya. Okay. Then what you should be doing, you should be making some yellow rice, sweet yellow rice as an offering to the goddess Bagalamukhi that day. Alright. Then take some red chilies. Now keep on noting this down. Take some red chilies, 5 in number, in a group. So the first group will be of 5 chilies. If you want a second group, again 5 chilies. And make a paste of turmeric with Ganga Jal and the cow urine, which is called the Gaumutra. Mix it along with the turmeric paste and make a paste out of the turmeric. And then you do a lepan. When I say lepan, I simply mean you put that paste all over those red, dry, full chilies. And then you offer those chilies by burning a Bhimseni Kapoor piece over a cow dung, dry cow dung, and you put these 5 group of red chilies together in that, the name of Bagalamukhi ji. Okay, remembering your enemy's face and the name and the gotra and everything, and keep on giving at least 11 ahutis. When I say 11 ahuti, means swaha, swaha and swaha, by narrating or enchanting Bagalamukhi ji's Bij mantra. Now, what is the Bij mantra? You can easily type on Google, because I do not give mantras on YouTube. Or you can simply name the goddess also by her name. Shri Bagalamukhi ji Swaha, Shri Bagalamukhi ji Swaha, if nothing else, with full devotion. Okay? And taking a sankalp that these are the enemies and this is the problem that I actually want to get rid of. Okay? So this is something you should be doing. Then even you can take the rice. I already told you that as an offering. You can also take some yellow sweet and offer to Shri Bagalamukhi. Alright. So basically, and of course, doing the Havan of Bagalamukhi ji is supposed to be a detailed thing. For that, I will make a separate video someday. But for now, even if this is something that you can, and offer her yellow flowers. Yes, before I forget, offer her some yellow flowers also. Okay, yellow chandan, tika for her. So all this, some yellow bangles for her. So these are small things that you can actually do in your own house to please Goddess Bagalamukhi ji. It's because you're doing it with full devotion. You don't know the process completely, the correct Karamkan process. We are not following that path. We are following a devotion path to whatever little you know. Isn't it? You can also make a kesar milk and offer to the goddess. So with a lot of love and affection, you're doing all these things towards her. Okay? So surely the blessings will be there on you after you do this. Okay? And have faith while doing this. That's the biggest thing that you can actually offer to your own self. Okay? So this may sound very easy. This may sound very simple. But if you actually do this and you're able to do this with a correct intention and a correct devotion form and love form, okay, the surrender motion, then this can really get a lot of benefits for you. Try this out. And the day is 28th of April. Okay? Shri Bagalamukhi jayanti. So I think that's it that I wanted to talk about in this video. I'll see you very quickly in coming up days. Till then, goodbye and Jai Mahakali.